Hi everybody, Ben here. So I am going to do a ring pour. I haven't done a ring pour in a little while. So I'm going to do it in blues. So I have turquoise. I have cerulean blue. Phthalo blue. And white. And these are all marte acrylics. And I'm just going to layer them in that order. Probably try and do 2, maybe 3 layers, and then I'm just going to ring pour it onto the canvas. So that is it. Nothing too spectacular or out of the ordinary, just a basic pretty ring pour. So just getting these out my way. My pouring medium is Elmer's clear glue 70%, water 30%. And I have mixed these 1 part paint, 1 part pouring medium. So they're all roughly the same. I think the white always seems to become a little bit thicker. The white seems a little bit thicker. So white, blue, blue, and turquoise. Okay, so now it's just a matter of laying them. So I'm going to tilt the cup, so when I layer them, they layer at one side. That's my plan anyway. Usually when I do the bottom layer, I do it a little bit less. And then as I get higher to the top, I can make the layers a little bit thicker. So it's just a matter of layering the paints. You could do this in a measuring jug quite easily. I just decided to do it in one of my large plastic cups. White is sinking a little bit there. I'm not going to do a super scrape of the cups because I'm going to create too many air bubbles if I do that. So I'm going to scrape the cup relatively gently without trying to create too many air bubbles. So there's always going to be a few air bubbles in there, but try and lessen the amount. And the amount of paint I used was 60 grams paint and 60 grams pouring medium. So there was 120 in total in each colour. Okay, I don't think I'm going to need my corner catcher, so I'll put that out the way. Just going to quickly check one thing. Yes, I'm recording. So this time, which way do I want to do? I never know which way I should pour out of the cup. So it's going to be a bit thick at the beginning, and I'm just going to go gently in circles. It's just a matter of going around and around, trying to do it evenly. At the same time, trying to keep the cup as close to the canvas as you can. Starts off harder being super close to the canvas, but as you get lower you can. I wish I had a cup that I was able to pinch to make a little bit more of a spout, but I didn't have one that was big enough at the moment. Just keep going around and around in circles. As you can see, I've got a decent amount of paint here. May even be slightly too much, who knows? Okay. And I didn't put my gloves on ready. Oh, that's right. I ran out of gloves. I need to get... I do have another box. I just got to do this quickly because it's going to start going off the edge. Alrighty. So I'm just going to go a little bit side to side. Just back and forth. Just say, because it's a rectangle canvas, not a square one, so I just want to try to cover all the edge, or a lot of the canvas first before I start going over the edge. Alrighty, paint's roughly where I want it, so really I want to try and go over a corner relatively easy-ish. Yeah, I'm kind of lost my circular pattern. I think because it's a rectangle canvas, that was going to happen anyway. Kind of inevitable. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm over the four corners. What I'm going to try and do is just move it a little bit around. I can't move it too much. I have a bit of a gooby, I think something in the canvas there that's stopping the paint from moving just here, and it's going to cause a ripple. So I think I'm better off actually not to keep tilting, because it's going to make funny pattern in the canvas. Just making sure my four corners are completely covered. Yeah, I can see it. I think I'm better off not to move it anymore. So what it does is, it's over here. I actually think there's a couple. There's one over here, and it's making my lines dip it in, and there's another bit here. So instead of keeping my lines a little bit more level, it's making an unusual pattern in them. I think this would turn out a lot easier and more ring-like if it was a circular canvas and not a tilted, sorry, not a rectangular canvas. But I am going to quickly torch it, which is going to take the air bubbles out, but it will probably also create some, not really cells, but air bubble patterns. Not that's what I was going for, but I want to make sure I've got the air bubbles out. Okay, so this is looking all right. I love this top part over here more. I want to kind of push it down this way a bit, but I'm just worried I'm going to lose that blue and just get a whole bunch of this turquoise, which doesn't have a lot of lining going through it when a lot of the other parts do. I don't think I will. I think sometimes you do that and you end up just getting a little bit too much. You lose the parts you like, and you'll end up not getting the parts. You'll extend or enlarge the part that you're not as pleased with. When it still looks cool, it's just not exactly. I would have loved it to have rings all throughout it. So we just check to make sure those drips are all done. Yep. Alright, so this wasn't too slow a pour, I don't think. Definitely love this area here. This would be my favourite. I like down here as well. And that there's cool. Probably only that one section there which just is a little bit more solid in colour. But at the same point in time, it kind of makes you look elsewhere. So that is it for this pour. I am going to bring the camera down for a close-up. And there we go. So that's what I see from my side. So this is the area I love the most. All up through here. This middle ring's not too bad. Got nice rings all the way down with a few kind of cells. Down along this corner's nice. and up here. So this isn't a wow moment painting, but sometimes the basic ones actually look quite good. So it's not over the top, but it's also not too simple either. It's just probably just right. So I hope you enjoyed this. Wasn't too long a video this time. So like normal, subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, comment, and I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.